Hello students, how are you today? So I am Ram Reddy Kundam. Today I am here to teach you about chemistry, right? And the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations, right? Okay, so actually chemistry is logic of magic is a wonderful subject. Okay? So many magics will be taking place whenever you are just making the reactions. When a substances undergo, chemical elements undergo, then there will be a magic takes place, right? For example, you can see, what? The people are jumping into the fire and they don't get anything. How is it possible? It's a magic. So, before jumping into the fire, they are just putting some chemicals on their body and jumping into the fire. In movies also you are seeing in these fighters, whenever they are just doing the fighter stunt, they are just jumping into the fire and they don't have any problem. They don't get hurt with the fire. The same thing, some babas, Om Shumantar, and they are just giving you the vibhuti. What is that? Is it coming? Vibhuti is coming from there? No, some chemical they are just putting on their fingers, just saying, so vibhuti will be coming out. So this is what all these magics will be taking place in chemistry. If you understand the chemistry properly, and you will really enjoy. And today we are going to discuss about the chemical reactions, right? So what are the chemical reactions? So when we talk about the chemical reactions, so we have to think about the changes also. When the elements are combined together, there will be a change. What type of changes that are? One is the physical change and other is the chemical change. Physical change and chemical change. So what is the difference between the physical change and the chemical change? Now we take as a physical change, right? So physical change means physically the product will be changed. First, suppose you just break a glass. So just take a glass, right, and just put it on the ground, it will be broken. So it will be broken into pieces, like this, one piece, and like this, another piece, and like this, another piece, right? So it is a glass, but it has come into different pieces. And is there any change in their properties? No. This is a whole glass and this is pieces of glass. What all the properties are there here? So here also the same properties. Right? Understood? So this is the physical change. That's it. And suppose I just give you, and this is water, right? And mix some sugar in this water. I just have put sugar in this water, right? So then what will happen? So sugar will be dissolving in this, right? So here we just take water in a glass plus sugar. Pour the sugar in this. So what will be happening? Here, so the water will be there and sugar particles dissolve in this. Sugar may be not appearing, but its quality is there, no? Water is just like a water. Water flows and this water is also flowing. And this has been said to be the sweet water. Right? Sweet water, that's it. Water is there, H2O is there here itself, and the sugar is giving you the sweet taste. Right? So that way there is no change in their properties. Let's take the same water and freeze in the refrigerator. So just take the same water and it has been frozen. Its shape changed. It is the water, but it is the ice. Right? The properties will be the same. There is no change in the properties. So in that way, what will happen in a physical change or physical reaction? So the reactants and products. Reactant means the substances which are mingled together, mixed together. Will be the properties of these reactants will be the same after the products. Got it? The same thing. Like this. Glass has broken but pieces have come. There is no change in their properties. So this is a physical changes. Physical changes. So whatever it is. You can take the breaking of glass, mixing of sugar with water, and water is frozen into the ice, whatever is there, ice. Now, come to the chemical changes. So, this is the magic. Actually, the chemistry, chemical changes is really a magic. So, what magic we can do is, see. So, I am just taking the candle, right? So, I am just burning it, right? So, what will happen? So, the wax start melting, right? The wax start melting it. So, what is happening when it is burning? When it is burning, so wax is burning, and when the wax is burning, some gases are being produced. Some gases are being produced. So this is a different thing, and whatever we are getting out of this is different thing. Heat is there, and some gases are coming out. It is not wax the same. If you are just breaking the candle and then two pieces, so that is a physical change. There is no difference in that. If you split or break a chalk piece, it will be becoming in two pieces, but physically they are existing. But here, this is the difference. So this is the chemical reaction. So in the chemical reaction, what happens? The reactants are not the same after reaction when they are becoming the products. Products are totally changed. So in the same way, I just take a paper, right? So now I burn this paper. What will happen? Right. So this is the reactant, and I just put the stick, matchstick. So what will happen? So it will become in ash, right? So it is not having the same shape of the paper. So it has become a ash, right? So it is a chemical change. Got it? And what else is there? And one very important thing is, everybody knows about the magnesium ribbon. In Diwali, you will be just burning the magnesium ribbon. It will be just like this wire. And if you just fire this magnesium ribbon, how you will feel? You will be just giving the bright light, dazzling light. And you are enjoying with that. But here it is a chemical reaction. So then you just take that ash, whatever the magnesium, you just burn the magnesium ribbon and take these ashes into a small dish. So you will be getting the ash of magnesium. right? So how this magnesium is burnt? With the help of oxygen present in the atmosphere. This is the chemical change. See? So here chemical changes. Now you are just seeing the difference between the physical and chemical changes when these reactants are taking reactions in chemistry. Right. So now let us come to the equations. Right. So chemical equations are there. So what is that? Whenever we are going for the chemical equations, we have to, you have already learned about this chemical equations. So this conservation of mass. Conservation of mass. What is the conservation of mass? Mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Right? So whenever there is a change takes place, the reactants, that means product of the mass in the reactants is equal to the sum of the products. The mass, the sum of the mass in the products. Right? The sum of the mass in reactants. What are the mass? In the reactants which have been undergone for the reactions, that is equal to the sum of the masses in the products. Both. Maybe they are changing their shape, maybe changing their properties, whatever it is there, but it will be equal to the this. So that is the conservation law of mass. Right. So this is the total mass of reactants is equal to total mass of the product. Got it? So that's what. Now, so we come into the equations. So if just like we just showing you how these are reacting. So here if you go this, so magnesium has been burned with the oxygen. Right? So this is what, when we are just going to write down this reaction. So this is magnesium plus oxygen is equal to what happened? Magnesium oxide So this is the reactant and this is the product. But if you are go on writing like this, it will become the big thing. So that's why what we do is we will be taking their symbols like this, magnesium Mg, right, plus O2. Got it? So now magnesium oxide. It has become a magnesium oxide. So this is the equation. Now at the same time, now take some zinc particles. Zinc, sometimes what I have to do, soldering iron. So soldering iron, you are just soldering the lead with the all electronic. Got it? So that is nothing but the lead. So what you do is just take some in a glass some dilute sulfuric acid H2SO4 and take some zinc granules, zinc pieces, and keep it in that. What will happen? Have you ever tried about that? So as a childhood we used to do that, to get the hydrogen gas, that means to flow away the balloons, we have to put some H2SO4. In those days we don't get, but lemon water we used to take, sorry, not lemon water, this is calcium water. So we take in a bottle and we used to put the lead pieces in cigarette packets. You will find out in those days we will be having. If you are just keeping those papers in that, and we used to keep the balloon on the bottle, and the balloon will be blown, and we used to tie it and fly in the air. That is a very practical thing. As a child we used to do the practical. So here the same thing. If you put some lead pieces in dilute sulfuric acid, so what will happen? Some small bubbles starts coming. Small bubbles. When bubbles are coming means what? Some gases are being produced. Got it? And when gases are coming means some heat is also taking place. So without a way, with help of heat only, the bubbles start coming. And when you or just see on the top, if you keep a balloon on this like this, simply I'll take like this, take a bottle, close this with a cork and put a small this thing and put dilute sulfuric acid here, okay, and put some zinc particles. No need to do anything, automatically this starts reacting with the dilute sulfuric acid and bubbles will start come and some gas has been produced from here. So if you keep a balloon here, so it starts automatically, you should not to blow air into that. So hydrogen has been filled in this and tie it fly in the air. So that is the reaction, chemical reaction taking place. Now, so what thing is happening? We cannot write all those things. So zinc plus H2SO4 sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid, the reaction will be taking place ZnSO4 zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. Got it? So here, after seeing this, according to this conservation law of mass, so what we have to do? We have to balance the equation because so reactants must be equal to products. Right? So here also MgO2, but here MgO. So then what to do? We have to balance the equation. So here whatever the reactants are there, number of, so products also the same mass has to be there. So here magnesium 1 plus oxygen 2. Here magnesium 1, oxygen 1. So what to do? So with heated salt, we just keep 2 here and 2 here. What will be happening? So here 2 magnesium and here 2 magnesium. Here O2, here 2O. Got it? Then it has been balanced. This is called the balancing of equation. In chemistry, it's very important. And next here, Zn zinc plus H2SO4. So here, let us find out whether this equation is balanced or not. So one thing, Zn only one. Next H2, 2 H2, 2 hydrogen, and SO4, and here SO4. So no need of balancing again. So this equation itself balanced. Now it's clear? So we'll be just going for more reactions and more equations, balancing of equations. So all those things we'll be discussing in detail in the next class. Is okay? Understood? Any doubt? So whenever you are getting doubt, you just please raise your hand. So I am here to solve your doubt, answer your doubt. Okay? Thank you.